Ok, bonjour la classe. Donc aujourd'hui, on tire un trait, on écrit la date en français et le titre, la fête, c'est quoi pour toi? Meaning, celebration, what is it for you? Okay. So please copy and translate the vocabulary, but before you're going to repeat after me for the pronunciation. L'anniversaire, la collecte d'argent, collecter, commercial, consommer, divorcer, s'entendre, être croyant, la messe de minuit, offrir, l'organisation caritative, partager, la pauvreté, recevoir, la société de consommation. So pause the video, try and copy and try and translate on your own. Okay, so here are the answers. So you can pause this video. At the bottom is Consumer Society. So you can pause and update if need be. Okay. So this week we're going to look at vocabulary about events and parties, and we're going to see how to use the perfect infinitive, something we haven't seen yet. Okay. So I would like you to read. So I'm going to read this out loud and then answer the question. So I'm going to read the text. Moi, tous les ans, j'attends Noël avec impatience. J'aime recevoir des cadeaux, bien sûr, mais j'aime aussi en faire. Je sais que j'ai de la chance d'avoir une famille, une maison et assez d'argent pour offrir des cadeaux aux personnes que j'aime. Je pense qu'aider les autres est très important, donc tous les ans, nous organisons des collectes d'argent pour les Restos du Cœur. C'est une organisation caritative qui aide les gens qui ont moins de chance que nous, et pour moi, c'est le meilleur message de Noël. Mireille, 16 ans. So, the questions are, why does Mireille think she's lucky? Okay, so in your head, you're translating lucky. To be lucky is what? Okay. What is very important for Mireille? And what does Mireille organize every year and why? Like you need to think, how do we say every year, tous les ans, and look up in the text. Okay. Pause the video and answer the questions in your book. Okay. So whenever you're ready, take a red pen. So first question. Avoir de la chance means to have luck, basically. Or in English, you say to be lucky. J'ai de la chance is I'm lucky. J'ai de la chance d'avoir, I'm lucky to have a family. That was the answer. J'ai de la chance d'avoir une famille. Second one, what is very important for Mireille? We're looking for the word important here. We've got it here. So the answer is around. Je pense qu'aider les autres est très important. So I think that helping others, is very important. Number 3, what does Mireille organize every year and why? Like we look at for tous les ans, which is here in the text. So that should be around. And then we've got the activity. Nous organisons des collectes d'argent pour les Restos du Cœur. So every year we organize money collection for les Restos du Cœur, which is literally translated the heart restaurants. So these are kind of food banks. Food banks. Okay. If you wanted to have a little bit of stretch, you could try and translate the whole thing, but we've got a few things to do. So see how you get on first. Okay. Second part of the text. I'm going to read it and then you're going to do the same, answer the 2 questions in English. Je ne suis pas croyant, mais je fête et j'adore Noël pour nombreuses raisons. Voir ma famille, recevoir et faire des cadeaux, manger, j'adore manger des huîtres en particulier, faire la fête, Par contre, je trouve que c'est devenu trop commercial. Les enfants veulent des cadeaux de plus en plus chers. Après avoir demandé le dernier téléphone portable, ils veulent le dernier baladeur MP3 ou une nouvelle tablette. Il y a trop de gens malheureux dans le monde et c'est une période où l'on doit penser aux autres aussi. Sacha, 17 ans. So, why does Sacha like Christmas? Why does Sacha think Christmas has become too commercialized? Let you pause the video and answer the questions in your book in English. Okay, so whenever you're ready, take a red pen. Right, let's go through this. So we look for the word Christmas. We know it's Noël. It's right here. And then we have J'adore Noël. So he's explaining for numerous reasons. Raison is reasons. Okay. So for my family, to see my family. Receive and give gifts. Eating. And partying. Faire la fête is partying. Number 2, why has it become too commercialized? Trop commercial is too commercialized. So we're looking in here. Okay. Because he's talking about les enfants veulent des cadeaux de plus en plus chers. He's saying that kids want gifts that are more and more expensive. Okay. And this text I would like you now to look at. So I'm going to read it again. Depuis que mes parents ont divorcé, Noël est devenu un peu compliqué. Après avoir passé le réveillon chez mon père, je dois partir chez ma mère le jour de Noël et je suis toujours un peu triste, même si je reçois plein de cadeaux. Je pense beaucoup à tous les gens qui sont seuls pour les fêtes et aux familles qui ne s'entendent pas. Vincent, 17 ans. So why is Christmas complicated for Vincent? Who does Vincent sympathize with at Christmas? So pause the video and answer the questions in your book again in English. Okay. When you're ready, take a red pen. So complicated, we're looking for compliqué here. It looks, it's a cognate, complicated, compliqué. And we're looking around here. And you're looking depuis que mes parents ont divorcé. Okay, so since his parents have divorced. Okay, that is why it's complicated. He has to go to his mom on Christmas Day, and he's doing Christmas Eve at his dad. Okay, so it's a bit complicated. So who does he sympathize with at Christmas? Okay. So that was the first. The first answer, mes parents divorcés. So second one, je pense beaucoup à tous les gens qui sont seuls pour les fêtes et aux familles qui ne s'entendent pas. So he sympathizes with people who are lonely, alone for the celebrations. And he's thinking about families that don't get on. Okay. So that's exactly what we just saw now. There was all this text but broken down. What I'd like you to do now is to translate the phrases in italic. Italic? Yeah. I forgot how to say this. Okay, so first one, there's number 1. J'aime recevoir des cadeaux, bien sûr, mais j'aime aussi en faire. Number 2, je pense qu'aider les autres est très important. Number 3, c'est une organisation caritative qui aide les gens qui ont moins de chance que nous. Number 4, par contre, je trouve que c'est devenu trop commercial. Les enfants veulent des cadeaux de plus en plus chers. Number 5, après avoir demandé le dernier téléphone portable, ils veulent le dernier baladeur MP3 ou une nouvelle tablette. Number 6, il y a trop de gens malheureux dans le monde et c'est une période où l'on doit penser aux autres. Number 7, après avoir passé le réveillon chez mon père, je dois partir chez ma mère le jour de Noël. And number 8, don't do number 8, I can not see it on the screen, so the 7th one. So pause and try and translate on your own. Okay, when you're ready, the answers, take a red pen. So number 1 is, I like to receive gifts, of course, but I also like to give them. Le en needs to be translated. Recevoir des cadeaux, we have a partitive des, therefore we need to have en to replace it. Number 2, I think that helping others is very important. Therefore, also, every year. And that's it. That's what you have to do. Number 3, it's a charity that helps people that are less lucky than us. Number 4, however, I found that it's become too commercial. Number 5, this is a new structure, so you may have found it a bit difficult to translate this one, but it means after having asked the latest mobile phone, they want the latest MP3 player or a new tablet. Number 6, there are too many unhappy people in the world. Number 7, again, a new structure, après avoir passé, I'm going to talk about it in a minute, is after spending Christmas Eve at my dad's, I have to go to my mom on Christmas Day. Okay. So when you're ready, you can move on to the perfect infinitive. So the perfect infinitive. Okay, I'm going to show you this video first. So 1 second. Okay, apologies. There is no video, but I will include the link in the assignment so you can have a look at the perfect infinitive directly on BBC Bitesize. Okay, so have a look at these expressions. So après avoir lu, après avoir demandé. What's the meaning of the underlined phrases? Okay, and you can see it is done by saying after reading this article, or you can say after having read this article. And this one, after having asked or after asking. Okay, so I will still show you what BBC has been writing on this. So let me share the screen. Okay, so you don't need the link. Okay, so using infinitives. Okay. Okay, there we go. So how do you form and use a perfect infinitive? Okay, it refers to something that has happened in the past and is formed using avoir or être with a past participle. So we often have après, and then what do we have? Après, then either avoir or être, and then past participle. Past participle. The decision to use avoir is the same for the perfect tense. So if you use avoir with manger, you're going to use avoir. If it's a verb de trempe or a reflexive verb, you will use être here. Okay? Après avoir mangé, on est allé en ville. After having eaten, we went into town. Après être arrivé, il a parlé à tout le monde. After arriving, or having arrived, he spoke to everyone. Okay. Elle s'est habillée, here we got a reflexive verb, elle s'est habillée après s'être lavée. She got dressed after having a wash. S'être lavée. And we see it agrees because we have être. Okay. That's the gist of the perfect infinitive. Okay. So you can write this down, refer to something that's happened in the past. It's used after après, and then we have avoir or être, depending on which one will come here for the perfect tense, and our past participle. Exemple. With avoir, après avoir mangé chez ma tante, on est allé à la messe de minuit. Okay. After eating at my aunt's, we went to midnight mass. With être, après être allé, remember we need the S here because we're talking about on and it's plural. Après être allé au marché de Noël, on est rentré. After going to the Christmas market, we went home. So pause the video and write this down. You can also copy this later in your grammar book as well. Remember, the past participle must agree with être. Okay. So now we'd like you to do a bit of practice on this. Link each pair of sentence, okay, to make one sentence after, using après avoir or après être plus past participle. So first one, I'll show you. We have 3 sentences and we want 2 using après avoir ou après être. So j'ai organisé un concert, j'ai collecté de l'argent. Okay, organize a concert, I raised money. It's going to come to one sentence and you need to do this. Après avoir organisé un concert, j'ai collecté de l'argent. Okay? Challenge is to write your own sentence using the perfect infinitive about a recent celebration. But I'll let you pause the video, write these down, these 4 sentences in French first. Sorry, in French. So you just need to write down the yellow bits, the answers. You don't need to write down the first 2 first. Just the yellow. I'll let you pause. When you're ready, take a red pen. Second sentence was. Après être allé au cinéma, j'ai retrouvé mes copains au café. And we don't have any extra E because here it was a boy talking, je suis allé. And we have être because obviously we need être in the perfect tense for aller. Here, ma mère a fait du shopping. We're going to need avoir. Après avoir fait du shopping, elle est rentrée à la maison. And last one. Après avoir préparé la dinde de Noël, it should be comma by the way, on a mangé ensemble. Okay, so hopefully that was clear for the perfect infinitive. Otherwise, we've got a Zoom tomorrow. Okay, so we can have some questions then together. Okay, merci beaucoup la classe. That's it for today. Please upload your work as usual on Co-Classroom. Okay, au revoir.